Good morning and welcome to my garden. It is a lovely mild spring afternoon. Yes, it is a spring afternoon. We're still in August, which technically is winter, but here in the subtropics in southeast Queensland, it's definitely spring. I'd love to share with you some of the things that are happening in my spring garden. Down on my windbreak, my arrowroot is shooting. Arrowroot grows so fast, very happily sprouting all the way along. On my Syntropics chop and drop row, we've got new shoots happening all around. On this Waterhousia floribunda, new growth up here, and new growth down here. It's so beautiful, it's delicate. Look at the new growth on this elderberry plant. Looks like we've even got some flowers coming. The pigeon pea are covered with flowers. Look at that for a display. Tebbuchina getting all ready to flower, lovely flower buds forming. Leptospermum with new leaf tips appearing all over the place. New spring growth on my citrus, look at them go for it. And flowers, and still got fruit on them too. There's such beautiful, fresh, happy, strong growth. Welcome to spring. And look at the size of this lime plant. When I planted it in the ground a year ago, this tree was just a little one, but it's growing with so much vigor now. Lovely fresh leaves. Look at the new growth on these avocado. It's a rich red compared to the green of the leaf. Another avocado, absolutely thriving at this time. Lovely flowers of rainbow mixed chrysanthemum. Definitely spring in this garden. During the day there are so many bees around. Not so many of them visiting these chrysanthemums, but a lot of bees visiting those plants over there. Snapdragons looking stunning, happy. So colourful, so full of life. My asparagus is jumping out of the ground. Look at these new spears coming up, ready to greet the world. For the first couple of years, you shouldn't harvest asparagus. You should let it withdraw those nutrients back into itself rather than taking them away and allow the plant to become strong. And so that's what I'll be doing, leaving these lovely new spears to support the plants. My chili plants coming back with new growth. I've recently pruned off the older wood and there's so much new growth on those plants and flowers coming too. Broad beans flowering, it's spring, it's time to produce the beans. And if you look here, you can see the start of the beans appearing. What was once a flower is now a bean pod. For some plants, spring is a time to spring to life. For other plants, the heat is coming in this subtropical climate and it's time to wind down. My Chinese cabbage, Wombok, is getting ready to flower. My shallots flowering. I'm going to save these for seed. The spring onion is producing a flower head. I'll allow a couple of those to grow so I can harvest the seeds. My red pak choi has gone to flower, and it's interesting to notice that it's lost most of its purpley red colour. Beautiful flowers are coming. And my lettuce is flowering too with its tall flower stalk. It's all getting ready to produce flowers right on the top here. Definitely change of season. Even the cover crop is coming to the end of season. This is a winter cover crop, so there are a number of plants in here that will die off as it gets hotter. And it's getting hot. We've already had days in the high 20s degrees Celsius. This is the flower of the daikon radish. And this grain from the cover crop also setting its seed heads. And here's a pea, probably the crotalaria or sun hemp. Every season is just beautifully, perfectly created for everything to thrive and to change and to grow. And as we appreciate the seasons, we are honouring the Creator. As we recognise that everything changes and everything has its season, that there is a time to grow as a brand new seed. There's time to sprout forth and become full of life. A time to produce flowers and seeds. And there's also a time to die and to return to the earth. I'm grateful for the seasons. I'm grateful we live in a place where it's not cold all the time, it's not hot all the time, it's not wet all the time, and it's certainly not dry all the time. And I'm grateful for these different seasons because they show the love of our Creator with everything being so diverse and beautiful, put here to show how great he is and to provide for our needs.